Well, this video was originally going to be about a troll that you could use to, like, mess with the killer and kind of spice up the game if you're getting bored with the game, because I sort of was, so I wanted to find a good way to spice things up and make things fun again or something like that. But instead of finding a funny troll, I gained useful knowledge from my battles and everybody else's against the killer. And that is something about the crows. And the troll was going to be just to sit in the closet the entire game, just to mess with the killer as he'd run around trying to find you. And you'd just be sitting in a closet watching the killer run around. You'd be laughing at him and stuff like that, and it'd take forever. You could just, like, leave the computer running, just, and then he'd quit eventually, and you'd win. That was gonna be the troll. I found out that when you're in one spot for too long, the birds start to circle around you and make their noise, whatever it is, that noise. They start to make that noise and circle around, so it's pretty obvious from where you are. And I was doing that. I was doing my recording, going to make it a troll video and stuff like that. I was watching my friends die. I was laughing. It was super entertaining until just like the killer randomly came up to my closet, stared at it for a while, and was like, "Oh, I'm gonna open it. Out of all these closets in the wilderness, I'm gonna open this one closet." And this has happened to me before, and I couldn't understand why until now. Then I found out that when I was in that closet, there were a bunch of birds circling around me, making noises and stuff like that, which made it very obvious where I was. So now I understand why the killers just automatically know where I am. So I decided to test this out a little bit more with a couple more games, just trying to sit in closets and sit in random spots and stuff like that. I tried to move around a little bit to see if I could keep the troll kind of going, if I moved around into different spots and the birds wouldn't come. And I found out that travel increases the length of time it takes for the birds to show up. And then after some time, the second bird shows up, and the third bird shows up, and then you just got yourself a tornado. Actually, there's just a max of 3 birds. And I also found out that if you have 3 birds on you, you'll have to travel a lot for those birds to go away. As opposed to if you just had 1 bird show up, you can walk around for a couple seconds and it'll go away immediately. The troll can still work. If you have 2 different closets you can hop back and forth between, stay in one closet until the crows come, and then run to the other closet so that the crows go away. This troll is still very difficult, can be done, but it's really hard to. I was not able to, but somebody with skill might be able to, so... Although sometimes when you're in the closet, the birds don't fly around you. They actually just sit on top of the closet sometimes. Which I can't really tell why there's a difference sometimes. It might be a game bug or something like that, and they're supposed to just sit on top of the closet, but sometimes they fly around. But either way, it's a hint given to the killer to your location. Now my last test was my most successful. With this, I ran back and forth underground in the basement until I heard a heartbeat, and then I snuck over to the other side of the room and hid in one of the closets so he wouldn't know I was on that side of the room, and then I could escape if he found me. With this strategy, the crows still come and they still make noise, but they can't be seen as well, and your exact location is not publicly announced throughout the skies. Plus, it's the last place they would expect the last survivor to be. They'd expect him to be working on generators, trying to find the hatch, or just exiting. So with this test, I spent a total of 20 minutes down the basement while the killer was trying to find people and kill them. My teammates got out in 7 minutes, which meant that 13 minutes he was trying to find me up above, and he couldn't find me at all. I have to admit that it was pretty boring just running around back there, and then when I hear a heartbeat, jumping into a closet. But it was definitely satisfying when he caught me. I didn't win, obviously, because I wasn't trying to win. But I must have made him furious. He was trying to find me for the 13 minutes, and he couldn't find me at all. So the basement is definitely a good way to troll, and also the useful information that birds surround you when you don't move is very, very useful, and every survivor should know it if they want to play the game properly. This being said about the birds, you can still hide in the closet sometimes and have the killer not even notice that the birds are circling around the closet because they don't know that the birds signify that somebody's in there. And that happened to me like once when I was testing it out and stuff like that, but all the other times they caught me. Well, I hope you gained some valuable knowledge from this video about how to be a better survivor, and also some pointers on, how to troll if you ever feel like not playing the game correctly, because that's always fun. And we at Company Code would appreciate the support if you guys could give us likes, comments down below, just tell us how we're doing, how horrible my voice sounds, or something like that. Or that it sounds like milk and honey flowing down a lion's mane. Please comment that.